Hey guys, welcome to another fun and exciting iMike GT7 stream. This is the Nations Cup at Catalunya in the Honda Fit Hybrid 2014 cars with Comfort soft tyres on. This is going to be a hell of a race. I did a proper qualifying. I was in a lobby the night before. Started at the back just for some fun and really struggled. And I thought, it's a one-make race. It'd be mad to start at the back. So I gave a proper qualifying run and came in second. So just quickly, this is a hybrid car. You can see just under the fuel gauge there's a battery. And I was trying to work out how to charge it up during the week in practice. The only way you can charge it is by coasting, and I thought, well, that's not really going to work for us. So I really came to the conclusion that battery is just to run the motor, not the motor, the electric motor in the car, not to make the car go any faster, but just to help you save fuel. So I thought, well, that's no good to me. So I'm just going to try and drain the battery down as much as I can and start consuming as much fuel as I can. For those who regularly watch my streams, you'd know that I like to dump as much fuel as I can when there's just too much of it. I like to get rid of it as quick as I can. How dare you! You settle down, Greta. So starting in P2, looks like there's a bit of a gap between myself and third place. I think I've seen someone else's stream where that looks like it's happened, where P1 and 2 seem to get away a bit. This is I'm in Western Australia, and these races started at 9 o'clock in the morning and finish at 6 o'clock at night, and I get in just after 4 o'clock, so I've missed race 7, and so this is race 8. This is race 9, the second to last race of the day. So I'm entering this race, although I've practiced throughout the week, I'm entering it with cold feet. These guys, I don't know, maybe they've done 4 races previously. That's a bit of a enthusiastic dive there. So what's happened is I'm on the right hand side. I couldn't see my brake points. I braked a touch late. If you rewind a bit, you'll see I did lift. It was a little bit too much, that move, so I just backed off and gave it back to him. So when I got home, I've just missed race 8. So I've had a probably 30 minutes of practice just to re-familiarise myself. Just the handling of the car, the brake points, changing gear. So when I was qualifying, it was only 5 minutes, not much time to sit back and wait for everyone to go and get out in my own time. I pretty much had to get out straight away, and if I did find myself in a cluster of cars that was slowing me down, straight away I would have gone back to the pits and started again. But I was probably in P6. There was a reasonable gap, so I just stuck with it. There's not much time to get your qualifying perfect. You pretty much got to grab what you can. And I did notice people doing minute 41s, minute 40, and I thought I could do a minute 39, I'm sure. So most of the qualifying I was in P1, but this Count Chocula just got me at the last second. I found it quite interesting. This corner here, for example, foot to the floor and take it just real hard, but I would struggle to stay on the track during the week. But in this race, I actually found it quite okay, quite easy to take that corner quite easily. It was quite interesting. So sticking with P1, but I've got P3 Mad Dog menacing behind, and I'm occasionally looking to see who else is with him. Being careful not to give too much attention. Yeah, screw this chicane up a touch. I'll lose a bit of speed. I can see him going for the inside, so I just let him go. And P1 is just getting away now. So now that Mad Dog is in front, I'm able to see there's quite a gap between me and 4th place. You'll see quite a bit of this throughout the race. Mad Dog sort of weaving around, which personally irritates me when people do that. He's trying to break the slipstream. He doesn't want me to have any, but it just slows him down, and if I follow him, it's slowing me down. And the more people do that, the less respect I have for them. It just slowly drops off. He's just a little bit offline here, and I'm just testing him, trying to distract him and throw him off a bit. But I think it was time to just pull in line again. So throughout the race from about now, I'm thinking if I can catch up to Mad Dog, I will bump draft and let's catch up to P1, because I recognise that P1 is really starting to get away. So maybe around here. I'm sure I'm still in Mad Dog's slipstream, and it's probably around here you'll see him really starting to do the weaving. If not this lap, then it'll be the next, because there is quite a gap. You see him just moving over a touch and then back. I must admit, I'm not a huge fan of one make races. where every car is almost doing the same speed. Overtaking is very difficult. But I got myself a pretty good trial time during the week, and the only real part of me looking forward to this was I had a feeling that I would do relatively well, as long as I qualify, that I would do relatively well, because I've been told by some reliable sources that I am pretty good at driving slow cars. When it comes to slow cars, I seem to be a master at it. So I thought, well, surely I should be able to get a podium. I'm pretty sure that was a compliment. The slow car, road car, slow car, I couldn't remember. It was one of the two. Oh, Ron. So I'm much closer now to Mad Dog. Really looks like P1's just pulling away now, and then Mad Dog would just start this old weaving around. So I wouldn't stick directly behind him. It's a red flag to him to keep moving, so it's sort of just half. I'm only going to do minimal movements, and look how much I've caught up. That's probably a bit of I'm in his slipstream, but also because of all his weaving around. So again, foot to the floor. Oh, just back off a touch there, just as I say it. It's interesting, isn't it, where you can get yourself into a rhythm and go as fast as you can, but you'll also see examples where people try to push even harder and things just start to go wrong. The harder you try, the slower you go. Really got to try and get a rhythm going. So again, this weaving. The other advantage of a rhythm for me is then it minimises mistakes, errors. You know, you've got your brake points right, your braking, your brake pressure, your gear changes. Everything becomes like a routine. And when you're focused on your routine, everything else seems to go out the window. You know, you're not really too fussed about anything else. And so what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if I just focused on the guy in front, I could probably miss my break point. Or he goes in too hard, I follow him, he makes a mistake, I make a mistake. If you forget all about that and just do your own thing, then if other people have weak spots, weak points, then they will suffer, generally speaking. So where are we up to? Lap 8 of 10, and we're starting to catch P1 now. That was the that's what even if I can't get close enough to bump draft Mad Dog, we seem to be catching P1. Looks like he's just got away again. Probably looks far on the straights, but on the tight twists he looks pretty close. See again the movements. And so what I mean by the level of respect drops is, you know, from the from the initial thought of bump drafting, I'm thinking we could work as a team to move up, but after all this weave and I start to think, if there's an opportunity just for me to overtake, I'll probably do it and just not bother, because you're not working as a team. Obviously he's not going to know if I'm going to bump draft him or not, but don't go down to that childish weaving stuff. Oh, it irritates me. So P1 is now really caught up. We're on lap 9, so we're just heading towards our final lap. And as much as Mad Dog has caught P1 and I pretty much haven't, now I'm thinking, right guys, I'm hoping that something will go wrong for these two. One will bump the other off the track, and the one doing the bumping gets a penalty, and I'm going to end up doing something like a Steve Bradbury and just come skating through for the win. That's what I'm hoping for, because at the moment they're out of touch of me. Here we go. And I thought, oh yes, I'm waiting for penalties lights to come up for them, but at the moment no penalties for them for that. So here we go, more contact. This is just allowing me to catch up, and I feel like I'm in the box seat here now. And Count Chocolat is pushing Mad Dog off. Mad Dog looks like he wanted to cover that off, but he's just a bit late, and I've got on the inside. Having Mad Dog right my tail now, and I feel like he's desperate to get back, so I just went a little bit defensive there. He's now going for the outside, but nothing doing. And now I'm pretty much right in the tail of Count Chocolat. We've got a few more corners to go, and I just get the feeling, I just felt like he was a little bit vulnerable and a bit lost, a little bit shaken up from Mad Dog. Still trying to keep my calm. I do go a bit hot in here, so I've just lost a bit of momentum. Luckily Mad Dog is right behind me, so it's just giving me another bump. I think that's just giving me a bit of pace here, and I'm in the slipstream and I'm catching, heading for the finish line. So close. Second place, 0.087 seconds behind. Just missed out. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. Hit the like button if you don't mind. I'm off to the Philippines for 2 weeks, so I won't see you for a while. Looking forward to when I return. Bye for now.